I am Amol Suryanshi. Today we are going to discuss about operating principle of synchronous motor. We know that the synchronous motor runs at synchronous speed or not at all. Its speed is constant, that is synchronous speed at all loads. The only way to change its speed is to alter the supply frequency, that is Ns is equal to 120 F upon P. This figure shows the construction of synchronous motor which having stator and salient pole rotor. Now we'll see the operating principle, means how synchronous motors operate. The stator of synchronous motor is quite similar to that induction motor, only the rotor having some different construction. Means in synchronous motor we are going to use squirrel cage rotor or slip ring rotor, but in synchronous motor we can use permanent magnet rotor or the rotor having field winding, and the external supply is provided to the rotating part of the synchronous motor, that is rotor. The fact that a synchronous motor has no starting torque can be easily explained. Consider a three-phase synchronous motor having two rotor poles NR and SR, that is rotor N pole and rotor S pole. Then the stator will also be wound for two poles NS and SS, that is stator N pole and stator S pole. The motor has direct voltage applied to the rotor winding and a three-phase voltage applied to the stator winding. The stator winding produces a rotating field which revolves around the stator at synchronous speed, that is Ns is equal to 120 F upon P. Means when we have to apply three-phase voltage to the stator winding, it produces the rotating magnetic field which rotates around the stator. The direct current sets up a two-pole field which is stationary as long as the rotor is not turning. Thus we have a situation in which there exists a pair of revolving armature poles, that is NS and SS, and pair of stationary rotor poles, that is NR and SR, which is shown in figure. Suppose at any instant the stator poles are at position A and B, that is in figure number 1 already we covered. As shown in figure A and B, it is clear that poles NS and NR repel each other, and so do the poles SS and SR. Therefore, the rotor tends to move in the anticlockwise direction. After a period of half cycle, the polarities of the stator poles are reversed, but polarities of the rotor poles remains the same, as shown in figure number 2. Now SS and NR attract each other, and so do NS and SR. Therefore, the rotor tends to move in the clockwise direction. Since the stator poles change their polarities rapidly, they tend to pull the rotor first in one direction and after a period of half cycle in the other. Due to high inertia of the rotor, the motor fails to start. Hence, a synchronous motor has no self-starting torque. That is, a synchronous motor cannot start by itself. So, How to get continuous unidirectional torque? If the rotor poles are rotated by some external means at such a speed that they interchange their positions along with the stator poles, then the rotor will experience a continuous unidirectional torque. This can be understood by using following figure. Suppose the stator field is rotating in the clockwise direction and the rotor is also rotated clockwise by some external means at such a speed that the rotor poles interchange their position along with the stator poles. Suppose at any instant the stator and rotor poles are in the position in figure number 1. It is clear that torque on the rotor will be clockwise. After a period of half cycle, the stator poles reverse their polarities and at the same time rotor poles also interchange their position as shown in figure number 2. The result is that again the torque on the rotor is clockwise. Hence, a continuous unidirectional torque acts on the rotor and moves it in the clockwise direction. Under this condition, poles on the rotor always face poles of oppositely polarity on the stator and a strong magnetic attraction is set up between them. This mutual attraction locks the rotor and stator together and the rotor is virtually pulled into step with the speed of revolving flux, that is synchronous speed. If now the external prime mover driving the rotor is removed, the rotor will continue to rotate at synchronous speed in the clockwise direction because the rotor poles are magnetically locked up with the stator poles. It is due to this magnetic interlocking between stator and rotor poles that a synchronous motor runs at speed revolving flux, that is synchronous speed. Okay, means by the magnetic interlocking principle the synchronous speed runs at synchronous speed. So by using this principle we can get the continuous unidirectional torque and synchronous motor will rotate continuously. Thank you.